a cowboy ribeye with broccolini. We're gonna grill it and some fingerling potatoes. So first things first, I wanna get started on the rub. So I'm gonna add some paprika, a little chili powder. Chili powder can go from like really spicy to not. I'm actually gonna add in some garlic powder. And then I'm gonna add some ancho chili powder. Ancho is a little more smoky and a little sweet. And we will season high, so we make sure that we crust the whole steak. This is a really thick cut of meat, which means that it needs enough salt to get through all the way to the center. So I season all sides. Now, I'm gonna take that rub and I'm just gonna kind of pack that on there. These are called fingerling potatoes because they're like your finger, all right? Fingerling go in the pot. We always start potatoes in cold water. I need to salt my water. Broccolini, what do we have to do with the broccolini?
Blanch?
Yes. All right, so the broccoli, the broccolini has a stem on the bottom. It's a little kind of drying out, so I'm just cutting that off. See that? I got smoke coming off of it. I have smoke coming off of my pan now. It's ready. I just need enough to coat the bottom. I put enough that if I roll it around, it coats. Then I put my steak. All right, so steak's in, potatoes in, broccolini going down. So I'm gonna sear my steak and then I'm gonna finish it in the oven. So I'm just gonna take some time and I'm gonna end up throwing it directly in the pan. I'm gonna take my garlic and I'm actually gonna leave the skin on the garlic. And I just give it a little crush so it can open up. 2 of them goes in, 2 cloves of garlic. And I am gonna baste my steak. When I baste meat, I basically am taking that butter and that oil and I'm bringing it back up. Now I take my time, so I drop it.
Like,
you smell the difference?
crackers.
Make sure you keep basting a little bit. This lets all of that garlic flavor, all the thyme, all that just goes back into the steak. Now it goes in the oven. After we blanch it, we're gonna take it out of the water. Too much water is bad for the grill, so we're gonna take it out of the water and I'm gonna have it a little dry. Let's grate our parm. I like a little bit of a finer one. This is gonna be for my potatoes. So I just wanna make like an herby potato. I'm gonna take just a nice little chunk off of that. Some parsley. I'm using dill as well. Okay, let's get steaks out of the oven. To let the meat rest, I need to get it out of this pan because the pan is so hot. It's gonna keep cooking. This big steak needs at least 6 to 7 minutes of just resting. All right, while that's resting, we'll get everything else done. Potatoes are ready. I'm gonna drain them. I'm gonna cut this in half, long ways. We're gonna leave it alone and let it hang out. I'll put a little salt and pepper. I'm gonna season it up. Salt and pepper, a little bit of that granulated garlic. Into the pan we go. So I just put a little butter here and I wanna let that melt and then I'm gonna put my garlic with that. Now I add in a little garlic. Okay, so my edges are getting nicely charred. I wanna go even further. I wanna go more. Now that it is almost done, the garlic is almost done browning, I'm gonna take that lemon and I'm going to squeeze some of that lemon juice on the garlic to stop it from cooking, and then I'm gonna add my herbs. Done, off the fire. Now I'll add my herbs. So first thing I have to do is get my bone off. And I just cut along the bone the whole time. If I'm going in and it won't cut, bring it around. The longer meat rests, the more tender, the more juicy, the more flavor. I don't want to let it rest so long to where it's cold. Yeah, there we go. You see that? That's what I want right there, that color. Manila, that's the color I want. I'm gonna finish it just like I did this one, so they all kind of tie together. I'll add my cheese now. I'm laying it on one side. Everything together. Then I'm gonna take that bone that I had, and I'm just gonna put it right, and I'm gonna go here. Go with some potatoes. The broccolini, I like to keep the heads kind of together, the florets together. Guys, this is how you make a charred ribeye with some fingerling potatoes and broccolini. Easy, easy, easy.
Wow.